Welcome to the Dream Business and Financial Freedom Show, the show where we turn your dream into a business, an online business that brings you financial freedom. If you do not want to become financially free, if you are a coach and trainer that don't want to become financially free, then please do not look at this episode, because in this episode I'm going to show you exactly what you need to focus on, what are the numbers that you need to focus on to become financially free. And it's going to be 45 minutes. So if you don't have 45 minutes time to become financially free, a huge investment in your future as a business owner, as a coach and trainer, don't look at this episode because it's not for you. But if you want to become financially free, then this episode is for you. So stay tuned. Hi, my name is Ronnie Calmera, and as you know, every Wednesday I bring you the Dream Business and Financial Freedom Show. I am a business coach, and I help coaches and trainers to turn their online business, their coaching business, into an online business that brings them financially freedom. Financial freedom is very important in this dynamic world because there is a lot happening. There are many coaches working in the rat race, working one-on-one on clients. They are working and they are also begging the clients. They are running from paycheck to paycheck. Maybe they're doing everything alone. They don't have a team working for them. And I'm going to show you in this episode what you need to figure out. What is the strategy? What is the biggest things that you need to know to do the next 12 months? Even the next 3 months, you start doing these kind of things, you start focusing on these kind of things, you will see major changes in your business. It will attract more clients, it will attract more money to your business, and you will be able to use that money wisely. And it is not what you think about. It's not another trick, it is another mindset. It's another way of looking at your personal finances, your family finances. So if that is what you want to learn, if that what you want to know more about, then you are at the right place right now. My name is Ronnie Calmera, and what I do is I help coaches, trainers become financially free. And why do I do these live episodes? As you know, already 26 episodes. Every week I do these episodes. It's because I want to share information for you. If you want to become part of this community, of my community of people that have a dream, that want to turn their dream into a business that brings them financial freedom, I invite you to become part of my community. It is free. The only thing you need to know to do is click on the message on this Facebook page, and then message box will open, and my assistant Bianca, my chatbot assistant, will onboard you for free. It won't take you more than 3 minutes. When you are onboarded, you will have other perks, things that I don't share in these live episodes. And whenever my program are open, then you will learn more. You will get a personal invitation to join. And as you know, there are not many steps because I only work with group coaching. I work with group coaching people, up to 50 people at a time I work. And when that program opens, you will be the first one to get invited. So that's a reason to get into my community for free today. Actually, it is a community that I share a lot of value. I share a lot of things with them. And if you want to get into that community, please do that. Another thing I want you to do is, before we start with the great things we're doing right now, is I want you to invite other people. How do you do that? Share this episode. Do it right now. Share, click share. And if you share this episode, other people will start seeing it. If they are coaches and trainers, this will be valuable for them. I promise you to deliver, to over deliver. So by sharing that thing, your friends will love you, because you will be showing them information how to get financially free. Don't you want to get financially free? Everybody wants to get financially free. And I'm going to show you that you don't have to become a millionaire to become financially free. You have to be smart. So that's what I want to do, share this episode right now. Click share, and then we will start with all the great things. Now, did you do that? Did you do that? Please do that. If you want a specific friend, type their name into the comments, and then they will also get a notification that this episode is going to be great. So, what is it that I want to talk to you about? I want to talk to you about your financial freedom, and it is not another strategy, another thing. It is how you have to look at your personal finances, how you have to look at your family finances, how you have to look at your business finances. Maybe you are not good in figures. You are a coach, trainer. You are focusing on delivering clients, on getting clients, and you're thinking like, hey, this is not important. It is the most important thing that you know your numbers, because in your business, you are not going to be rated on your skills what you did in school. You are not going to be rated for if you are a bright student, if you know all your stuff, if you can memorize everything from heart by heart. You are going to be rated in your business and in life based on your finances. If you want to get ahead, there are some statements that you really need to understand. And those statements, they are not only for the business, they are your personal statements and for your family. So, what do you think those statements are? And I'm going to show you those statements. What do you think those statements are? Okay? I hear you thinking. The statements are the income statement and the balance sheet. You need an income statement for your family, for you specifically, and your balance sheet for your family. Not your balance sheet only for your business, but your balance sheet for your family and your income statement. Now, I'm going to show you an income statement just right away, but the income statement is the statement of your income, your revenues, and your expenditures. And your balance sheet is the statement of your assets and your liabilities. Now, what is an asset? An asset is something that brings you money in your pocket. Your house is not your asset. That's not me saying, but this gentleman, Robert Kiyosaki, I'm reading this book right now. It's about fake money, but Robert Kiyosaki wrote a wonderful book, and that book is called Cash Flow, and you can go and buy that book. I will drop a link in this description of this episode. But what he teaches us is your house is not an asset, because your house doesn't bring you money in your pocket. Your house is a liability. That's the first thing. Your house is taking money out of your pocket, because if you have a mortgage, your house is taking money out of your pocket. But if you have an apartment, if you have a second apartment that brings you money in your pocket, that apartment is an asset, because it brings money in your income statements. The money coming in your income statement and the money going out, the difference between that is your cash flow. So what is your cash flow? What is your net cash flow? Is it negative? Is it high? Is it low? You could be a doctor, you could be a coach, trainer, you could be a truck driver, you could be a janitor, you could be anything. I'm going to show you different cash flow statements, and I'm going to work with you on one of the cash flow statements as an example. Okay, so knowing what an asset is and what a liability is key, and knowing what income and expenditure is and your cash flow, those are key performance indicators, key indicators that you have to work on, that you have to understand for your family, not your business. The second thing I want to ask you is, do you think your business, your training and coaching business, is that an asset or a liability? So is it bringing money in your pocket, or is it taking money in your pocket? Are you struggling with your business? Are you doing a lot but you are not seeing any revenues? Are you not automated? Are you frustrating? Is your business taking out the energy out of your life? If that is the case, then your business is not an asset, but it's a liability, and we can turn that liability into an asset. Because when you work, I help people to turn their businesses into a profit-making machine, an online business, automated business. I told you already, if you just sign in, click on the message box. When you click on the message box, you will see automatically how my digital assistant, Bianca, takes all your questions and asks you some questions about your dream, about your business, etc. Those information, she works for me 24/7, 365 days a year. And I invested in Bianca. That means that Bianca, that digital assistant on my Facebook page, is working for me. You could have a digital assistant like that also, and then that is an asset, because that brings money, that brings more people to your Facebook page, more people to your live shows, etc. This live show, if you don't have a live show like this, you are working on your website, you are trying to put sometimes you are putting some information out, you're trying to put some videos out. You don't have a platform. If you don't have a platform like a Facebook Live, like a show like mine, then you don't have an asset that attracts more people to your business. Because once people are attracted to your business, they can become customer. They see you. So also this Facebook Live is a digital asset, because I can put this thing out there. Every week I put one there. Once people start seeing this, they start sharing this asset, they start sharing this episode because I deliver this value, then more people will be attracted to my business. They will get to know me, and I can do something for them. I can help them so they can become my customers by investing in my programs. I'm working right now on a signature program, and the people who share my Facebook Live, I will consider them to give them a special treatment for that program. You see? So this live show, if you are a coach and trader, you're doing this live show, that is also an asset that creates money in your pocket. You see? So the digital asset doesn't have to be some big things. It can be something you are implementing right now in your business. Now, do you have other examples? Now I'm going to become a little bit more private to you, personal to you. If you have a friend, is that friend an asset or a liability? If that friend is also always negative about you, that friend is always talking to you that you cannot do your business, you cannot run your business, you have to go to a job back because that friend has a job. That friend is negative and taking money out of your pocket, actually, because it's not helping, he or she is not helping you grow your business. That friend is actually a liability. So you have to put that friend on your balance sheet. You have to put that friend on the liability side. If you have a friend that stimulates you to grow your business, whenever you come up with an idea, the friend doesn't say, hey, okay, that's bullshit, that's BS. That friend stimulates you, helps you, brings you more information. Then that friend is an asset. You see, your kids can be taking money off your pocket, but you decided for your kids. You decided to take kids, to have kids. You see, so the kids will, although they bring you joy, etc., they take money out of your pocket. Now I'm going further. Your spouse, your partner, is he or she an asset or liability? If your spouse is spending your money constantly without bringing anything in, buying a huge big car, asking you to buy a huge big car, holidays, vacation, spending money, then your spouse is not an asset. Your spouse is a liability. I'm telling you, One of the biggest investors, Warren Buffett, he said that you have to know who you marry, because you can be marrying an asset or a liability. You see, there are people working very hard, but their spouse is spending all the money, is only negative, etc. You see, so that's why I'm talking you about your relation, your family, everything. Are you focusing on people on Facebook? Are you only focusing on people nagging about you, nagging about the economy, telling you that the economy is going to be bad, nagging about everything, bullying other people, negative stories all the time? Then those people are not assets in your life, but they are liabilities. So the goal of this game is to increase your assets, to decrease your liabilities. You see, decrease your liabilities so that you can generate more income, more revenues, and your cost will decrease. When you invest in new assets, when you put new assets on your balance sheet, you will be able to get out of the rat race. And I'm going to show you that. You will be able to get out of the rat race. So do you have any questions regarding this? If you have any questions, type them below. If you are looking at this in the future, just type #replay and then type them below, because I will be looking and I will be answering this. And the more people will be looking at this show in the future. So expect that more people are looking at this. So are you ready? Did you already click on the message box so that you can become part of my community? Did you already share this episode? Or are you just looking? Are you taking notes? Now I'm going to show you my screen. But before I do that, is this man, Robert Kiyosaki, he created a game, a cash flow game. And last week, I played this game with a couple of friends of mine. We were 10 people, two pairs of people, and we were sitting around the table and we played the cash flow. Now, the cash flow game is a game where you learn how to get out of the rat race. You know, working for money, paycheck for paycheck, launching things, looking for, if you are a coach and a trainer, looking for new clients, one-on-one, looking for projects don't go the way you want it. You get a notice that it is not okay. Constantly, from going there to moving to a state of mind where you are not in the rat race, but you are in the fast track. So I played that game and we played it around, I think, 5 hours, and we learned a lot on that game. So that's my story, why I tell you about this rat race. That cash flow quadrant is, of course, not mine. It is completely from Robert Kiyosaki. So you can look at his website, Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you want to know more about it, you can buy also the book. I will drop a link where to buy that book on Amazon. The thing is, it is very important that you know how the game is played. This is why the rich become richer and why the poor stay poor. And if the middle class, if you are part of the middle class, why you are struggling in the rat race all the time. So now, with that said, we're going now to my screen to show you some of the statements. So there's me right here, and up there you will soon see that sheet. Are you ready for it? So let's go. And this is the cash flow. So the cash flow statement, the income statement, I choose the income statement of a truck driver just to show you, to tell you that it doesn't matter if you are a doctor, a coach, a trainer, a pilot, janitor. Everybody has a different income statement, and you should not be jealous of somebody having a lot of income, because that person can have a high salary, can have a job, but the job can be just about to be just over broke, and that job can get a lot of can give that person a lot of money, but the cash flow is the most important thing that you have to look at. You see, so when you look at this statement, don't be jealous when I show you the income statement of a doctor, or the income statement of the any other. Maybe you're a coach. I will also show you the income statement of a coach, possibly, but I'm especially moving as a truck driver to show you. I'm focusing on the truck driver, but also as a coach, I'm focusing on the truck driver, and I'm going to compare that how a truck driver can become financially free before the coach. So if you don't invest, if you don't if you are not smart, if you don't follow these procedures, this strategy, if you don't look at your family and your business income statement, then the truck driver and the secretary earning less money than you can become financially free before you. So financially free is not about having millions, it's about other things, and I'm going to show you what. I'm going to show you exactly when you turn into when this person becomes financially free and why it happens. So if you have any questions, please type them below, and don't forget to share this episode right now. So share it right now, because here the goodies are going to be flowing in. So now let me show you. This is the income statement of the truck driver or the secretary, and this is the salary. So this is the salary coming in. Let me see. How much salary do we have right now? No salary right now, but the salary could just, let me show you the salary. Let me see. Total expenses, cash flow, and imagine this truck driver has a salary of, say, $2,000. So the salary is $2,000. That's the income, and you have some expenses. These are expenses of the truck driver. Taxes, of course, $460. Mortgages, has a house. School payment, no school payment because school loan payment because he doesn't have a big school loan. Car loan payment, credit card, retail, other expenses. And then I want you to create something like this for yourself. So go to your salary, put your salary that you don't have to share it with me. If you are in one of my programs, then we can work on this individually, but right now do this for yourself. This is the salary, and this is the taxes, home mortgage, school payment, car loan, credit card, retail, other expenses, child's expenses. If you have a child, you will see that effect right away in a couple of minutes. And then once you have this very specific for you, these are your total expenses, so then you can calculate something as your passive income. You do not have any passive income. What is passive income? Passive income is income coming in from your business, from your stocks, from your apartment while you are not working. So no hours, and still this passive income is in there. A passive income can be something like you own something, you own an apartment, you own a business, and you are not working in that business, but the business is being managed. That's why you need to build a team. I have a training on helping you to build a team of virtual assistant, and that virtual assistant can be managing that business, and you don't have to show up. You can be selling anything online. You can be selling your courses online, your group coaching, etc. It is automated, and then it runs. You can be having a membership site. You can be having a mastermind that people work on that mastermind, and you don't have to put a lot of money. You can be creating a digital course online, and that digital course runs automated. That is an asset that brings you passive income. but you really need to have a system that works for you, because only systems can generate passive income. Passive income is something else than active income. Active income means you have to work, you have to put in 8 hours a day, and then you are paid. If you are not putting in those hours, then you will not get paid. Passive income means you go on holidays and still that money keeps getting in, the system keeps working, etc. I can put a Facebook paid Facebook promotion out there and then go on holidays for 1 year, and then that Facebook will work, will put people, and people will keep looking at these episodes, etc. And if I have an offer behind that Facebook, the Facebook lives, then people will go in and will buy. Certain people will buy, not all of them, but there will be a conversion. So people turning from viewer into subscriber and then into a customer. That is passive income. Okay, so you need to know passive income, otherwise you will be staying in the rat race forever. People that generate passive income, and I will show you soon how that works. So stay with me. Those people, they will generate passive income. So your total income is this, because you don't have any passive income. Your expenditures is this, your total expenditures, and then your cash flow is 380. You see, your cash flow is 380. That means 380 is money that you can play with. Now let's look at coach trainer. The coach and trainer, look at this. Coach and trainer has a higher salary, but the coach and trainer also doesn't have any investments, any real estate, any passive income. Look at this, any passive income. So the coach and trainer has on the other side the expenses, and their expenses are much higher than the truck driver. You see, that's why you never have to say like, hey, I'm a coach trainer, or I envy a doctor or whatever. The doctor can be having a high salary. I will show you the salary of that doctor. The doctor can be having a high salary, but if the doctor has a car, has a loan, has all those things, the cash flow can still be relatively low. You see, you have to look at the cash flow. So the game is focus on your cash flow. That means the revenues minus the expenditures. So look at this. The coach has higher taxes because the income is higher. The home mortgage is higher because he has a higher, bigger home. School loan repayment, $60 because they went to college, university, and now they have a school loan to pay. Car loan, the coach wants to drive a bigger car, and the car has a loan for the car, so car loan. So if you want to increase your cash flow, you need to do something of that car. You need to do something for the car. And retail payment, credit card payment. If you have a huge credit card and you're using your credit card only to buy things, not for investing in programs that I will offer, that other people offer, programs that want to help you, that will help you attract more money, there is a difference between using a credit card to buy a program that transforms your lives, and using a credit card to buy all kinds of stuff, consumption stuff that doesn't help you. You see, so that's other expenses, and then the total expenses are also higher, so the cash flow is still high, but you see, this is the number that we are looking at. That's the number there. That's the number we're looking at. That's the cash flow. Now I just want to give you an example of a doctor, and these are all fake examples, but look at this doctor. The doctor has a salary of $13,200. So normally people will say, oh, huge salary, I envy that doctor because the doctor has a lot of money. It doesn't matter how much money. Let's look at the dividends. The doctor doesn't have any investments, any investment in stock, any investments in real estate. The doctor doesn't have a passive income. So if the doctor becomes sick, or if the doctor wants to sell his office, then nobody will buy it because the office is actually linked to the doctor, you see. And the doctor doesn't invest, has a huge consumption. Look at this. The doctor pays higher taxes, much higher taxes than the coach and the truck driver because has a lot of salary. The doctor is just an employee. Home. The doctor has a huge home, and that's for the doctor lives in a home with a huge mortgage. That home is not an asset because that home you see here is costing the doctor, is taking money out of the pocket of the doctor. You see that one? So that's why the home is not an asset. The home is taking money out of the doctors. The school loan. The school loan is taking money out of the pocket of the doctor. So this school loan is also not an asset right now. It's taking money out of the pocket. Car loan repayment. The doctor is driving a huge car, beautiful car, the best brand, but this car is taking money out of that pocket. So when you see that doctor driving in that car and you think that it's a rich doctor and the doctor has beautiful home, etc., you should look at the expenses that are linked to that those things. You see, retail payment. The doctor has credit card, pays everything in credit card. Look at the credit card with a high rate. You see, no investments, but this credit card is only for vacations, etc. So now the doctor total expenses $9,000, much higher than all the other people. So the cash flow of the doctor is $350. That cash flow means that's the money coming in actually. That's the net amount of money coming in. Now let's go back to the truck driver. Do you have any questions? If you have any question, ask below. Now let's go back to the truck driver. This is the truck driver again, truck driver secretary. And I'm going to show you other statements, what you have to look at. It's not only the income statement, but the balance sheet. You don't have a balance sheet. You think that a business has a balance sheet, but you and your family have to have a balance sheet. And the balance sheet states the assets and the liabilities. Things bringing money in and things putting money out of your pocket. Now I want you to do this. Create asset and liability. Create an asset and liability. To the left, an asset and liability. And then start focusing on what you have. Let's look at the liabilities. Taking money out of your pocket. If you don't have a liability, if you don't know your liabilities, things are costing you money without you knowing. So now the home mortgage, you see, boom, $38,000. Taking money out of your pocket, going to the bank. School loans, car loans. This person, car loans, has a car loan for $4,000. This truck driver, so this is taking money out of your pocket because this car loan is related. This is the total money. You put the total money in the liabilities, and then here you say the car loans, what the car loan is costing you. So this money, this $80 here, is because you have this car loan. If you pay off this car loan, but I don't recommend you to pay off the car loan yet, because listen, we will show you how to make money. If you pay this car loan, then this will disappear, that's $60. You see, because you have so many liabilities, that's why you are having so much expenses. Your credit cards is costing you money. This is the limit of the credit card, but now because you maxed out that limit, your credit card payment is $60. Every month you have to pay interest rates on the credit card. Your retail debt, you have retail debt, and that is causing these retail payments. Maybe you bought something, you bought retail debt, you bought a furniture, you bought all kinds of stuff, and you think, hey, that's great, that's no down payment, just buying it, but you are paying. That's costing you money. So that's why this furniture retail debt, it is costing you money. That's why it's a liability. On the other hand, you don't have any stocks, any assets. You don't have any apartment. This person doesn't have any apartment, any real estates, any stocks. Because let me tell you, stocks, when you invest correctly, I'm not an investor, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not advising you. Everything you invest has risks. So if you go into stocks, there are risks related to everything you do. So ask your financial advisor. But when you have stocks, there is a possibility that you have stocks that pay you dividend, that pays you one time per year. They pay you dividend if you choose the right stocks. If you have a real estate apartment, that apartment can bring you cash flow, because that apartment, somebody else can pay the mortgage for that apartment, and then you will get a higher cash flow. Now, are you with me still? Are you with me still? Are you still with me or not? What do you think? What do you think of this? Is this working? Do you have any questions? Because when do you, I'm going to tell you the secret, when do you become financially free? If you look down at other episodes, in the past I have created an episode that says how you become financially free. I've done this exercise before. So please share this right now. Share this with more people so that you know exactly when you become financially free. It's not when you become a millionaire. It's not when you become anything else. This is the moment. It's going to happen soon, and I'm going to tell you. You understand? I'm going to tell you. If you have any questions, tell me below. But I'm just about to tell you when you become financially free. So now, are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? So now, let's go. When you become financially free, I'm here again. Small me, little me. When you become financially free is when your passive income, so the income flowing from your investments, your passive income becomes higher than your expenses. So can you imagine this person, this truck driver secretary, has $1,620 in this case dollars expenses, and then this person, imagine if this person has more passive income, so income coming out from stocks or investments in every month, and that income, that passive income is higher than 1,620. Then that person actually can stop their job because the passive income is higher than the total expenses. So you see the game is not to become a millionaire, but the game is to manage your expenses and then invest so that you can have a passive income, that you don't have to work, you can go on holidays. Invest in things like an online business, like a course, like a membership program, like an online sales system. It can be where you attract people, you let those people interact with you, get to know you as the authority on your field, and then certain people will turn those people, offer them something that they can become customers. And if those people, if that is your system, and you keep putting money, your cash flow that you have, you keep putting that cash flow of yours, this amount, and the amount in your business, if you keep putting that into that investment, it will grow because more people will come to you, a certain percentage of those people. So we can calculate, for instance, that if you create a system, and I can help you create those systems. If you create a sales systems where 1,000 people comes in, maybe you interact with those people, you put a Facebook ads, and you put some money, and then 1,000 people gets to see that. If from all those people, imagine 50%, 500 gets to you. 500 get to see your offer. You have an offer, and from those 500, maybe 1% or 2%, so 10 of them buy your stuff. Now you have converted, you have a system that an online system, sales system, that have converted 1,000 people into 5 customers. If all those 5 customers pay you $1,000 or they pay you $500, you already have 2,500 every month. And that's the system, you see. So even an online business, when you look at it, that's another, in one of my upcoming programs, I will go deeper into that. I'm working on that signature program right now. It's brand new. You will see those things. So creating an asset, creating a digital asset is absolutely possible when you sell online, when you move online. So even this truck driver secretary, what is the knowledge of that person? Imagine that truck driver and now also a coach. We didn't even talk about the coach, but if you have an expertise, you can sell online through this channel, then you can create a system that is actually an asset. So you don't have to think. But let's look at what kind of assets the person can buy, physical assets. So imagine this truck driver. I'm going to show you right now. Let me click. I'm going to show you right now the case that the truck driver has the cash flow and invests the cash flow with a down payment in, for instance, an apartment and stocks. I'm going to show you on the screen, on the balance sheet, what happens on the balance sheet and on the income statements. Okay, so let's look at it. So imagine this truck driver goes and has savings. So these savings generate money, and this truck driver can also be a coach, etc. It works. But with these savings, this monthly cash flow, you save the monthly cash flow constantly, and then once you save this monthly cash flow, you can get a down payment for an apartment. And how does that work? For instance, you go to investments, and once you go to the investments, imagine that that there is a possibility of buying an apartment where the down payment is only $20,000. So the down payment is $20,000, and this truck driver or coach, has saved $10,000. Imagine this is just roughly, so you have to talk to your financial advisor to analyze this further, but this is just to give you an indication. So this is not financial advice, this is just for you to get the information. And any investments that are risk, etc. in your specific situation, this is not an advice. But look at this, the down payment is expected to be $20,000. So you need to have $20,000 to maybe finance that apartment. The current savings are $10,000. So the only loan you need to require, the required loan is $10,000. That is the down payment minus what you have on savings. That's the $10,000. And imagine this $20,000 down payment apartment, because it can be an apartment that costs $50,000 or $80,000, but the down payment is what you want to pay, is what you need to pay. Imagine this cash flow. This apartment brings in $1,500 per month. So what does that mean? What does that mean? That the net result is $500. You see? Because this is the loan repayment. This is what you need to pay on the loan, on the $10,000. Imagine it is 10%. You are getting cash flow of $1,500. So what needs to happen is the net result is only $500. So your return on investment, that is actually the net cash flow per month divided by the $20,000 of your down payment. Your return on investment on this is 8%. So where would you get 8% right now? If you put your money on the banks, you will not get 8%. The interest rates are going down in Europe. It will also happen in United States. Maybe it already happened in UK, that the interest rates that are paid are getting negative. So the banks will pay you still less. And the reason for that is because there is a lot of money being created in the economy all over. United States, UK, Europe. Negative interest rates means the interest rates are low, or that you have to pay the banks when you put money on the bank. But this investment is high, 80%, 8%. You see? So then you would buy these investments, and when you buy these investments, you will put this investment actually on your balance sheet, and you will put that $1,500, you will put that on your balance sheet. So let me show you. I already created this, but let me show you what eventually it will look. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste this in there. I'm going to paste this here. Let me see. Okay. Just do it again. Yes, that's it. So in this situation, this truck driver, and you can also be doing that as a coach and trainer, you created money out of your cash flow. And if you have a business, then you are a coach trainer. You created money out of your business, but with that extra cash flow, what you did is you bought an apartment, apartment 2, apartment 3, apartment 4, and these apartments are bringing you money. They are bringing you passive income. So now also you have your business, and your business is bringing you money, or maybe you have stocks. You bought stocks, some positive stocks, and the stocks are bringing you $300 a month. So what does that mean? All this money is passive income. This is where you want to go. You have $4,500 in passive income. You have converted your cash flow into investments that bring you passive income. So when you see here, your passive income is $4,500, which is a sum of all this passive income. This is dividend. This is the business paying you profit. This is an apartment paying you net cash flow. You see? And this is total. So at this moment, this person has a passive income of $4,500, which is much higher than the passive income, than the total expenses of $1,620. You see, this person is financially free. Why? Because they can actually stop working. The salary drops to zero. They can stop working, and the passive income is still $4,500, and that person is higher than the total expenses. If this person goes on holiday, boom, go on holiday all the year, stops working, there will still be net cash flow of $2,800 coming in. The expenses are paid, and now what is going to happen is now that person can invest in other things. Now I'm going to show you something. So that you know what I'm about. I'm going to show it later. So the next thing is you need to put those new assets, you need to put it on your balance sheet. So if we look at the balance sheet right now, you have created assets, and these assets are here. So what you do is you put these apartments, you put the money and the down payment, you put it on your balance sheet. So what do you have? You have real estate, apartment 1, that's a real asset, and this asset is the down payment, the total cost. There was a total cost in there. So this total cost is also, you have to put it on the right side because you have to pay the bank. But actually, who is paying the bank here is actually the persons that rent that apartment. Those people renting the apartment are paying. You see? Also, the stocks and the dividends. This stock and the dividends, those stocks and the dividends, you have to put those stocks on your balance sheet. You see? Here. Boom. Put the stocks there, put their value in there. You can put the value. Maybe you have 1,000 shares of $25, and that is the number of money that you get. Now these shares can go up or down, but that's not the topic of this episode. You see, so what happened? What happened? What do I want to tell you? What I want to tell you is that, let me show you. What I want to tell you finally, I hope you understand this, is that the way to get out of the rat race as a coach and a trainer and to become financially free is when your passive income is higher than your expenses. If you are a coach and a trainer and you know exactly what your expenses are, and you cut your expenses, you live normally, that's my lifestyle, and you focus on creating investments that bring passive income. It can be an online business, it can be a training program, it can be a course, it can be a membership site, it can be a mastermind. Then those things can create. Now I want to talk to you about some things to finalize. The first thing is the online business, services business, is the business that has the future. Number one, trade and services. There was a report, trade and services is the biggest opportunity for you. You can trade products, you can trade one-on-one, etc. But the trade and services is growing globally. And it's not me saying that, it's the World Trade Organization had created a report. So we are already in the services business. That is okay. That is a growing business. So stay focused on the services business. The services business, the thing it works is when you are a coach and a trainer, and I focus on coaches and trainers because they have a service, they want to become an authority. That business model is also is the easiest way to get online. Because it used to be very difficult. You had to have a lot of capital to invest, etc. Now you have your skills. There are many niches, many offers that you can create online. And look at me right now. I am in my studio. I am sitting here and I use technology to create this live show. And I can teach you how to do this. The second thing, the systems that you need. The systems, I want to show you a system, and if you click on m.me/My Dream Business Coach, if you are looking at this on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Facebook, on any channel, if you are looking at this, you click that in your browser, a chat bar will open, and that chat bar is an automated system that works for me, that brings you onboards you to my community. Remember, if you have looked at this so far, This community is the community of dream business owners that want to reach financial freedom. And I'm working on a project. I'm working on a signature system. Soon I will be disclosing it. I will be open the doors again, and that system is only available for up to 50 people because I want to create an experience. I want to have an unique experience for people that want to dream big, create their online coaching and training business, and reach financial freedom. So what I did today is just a little bit, a small piece of one of the basic ingredients that you need. I showed you where we are going. I showed you how to, what the numbers need to be. I showed you what your business need to create. And then later on in this program, there will be more, but I will be showing you the systems. I will be showing you much more. And today I showed you about the rat race. The third thing I want you to think about, you cannot do this alone. If you are working all the time, you're working on your own, you're doing your website, you're doing your Facebook, you're doing the training, you're doing everything, you are doing your website, you're doing Facebook training, you are doing YouTube, you want to learn anything, if you are the person doing everything, then you cannot move to the CEO of your business. You will be the person working, doing everything. You will be the assistant, the virtual assistant, and that is not needed because I know, and that will also be part of the program, I know how to help you to build your team, your virtual team, so that other people can do the things, the operational things. You have seen that we are trying to build a passive income, a digital system that works completely out of us, that works. We don't need to work. We don't need to do that. You see, we only need to maybe own that system. We need to show up, but other people are doing the operational thing, are running the business. That is, once you have that level, that means that you have a passive income because the income is working. You created the system. So coaching and training is not only working one-on-one, because if you are working one-on-one, you are not scalable. You will be working your whole life one-on-one. Maybe if you like working one-on-one, you can have maybe a mastermind, a top one-on-one offer. But other scalable business models are much more better, so that you can become financially free. So I hope you like that. And if you like that, that means you want to become part of my community. Click on message, click on the message box, and then a message box will open, and then Bianca will be onboarding you. You will meet Bianca, so it's an experience right away to do that. Click. You can always unsubscribe, but I don't recommend you to unsubscribe. Once you are in, you would like this. Number 2, share this. If you're part of this community, if you're looking at this, share this episode so that more people can see that. You don't know how many friends you have that want to become a coach or a trainer. Maybe you are a coach and a trainer. You want people to know about this. You want people to get out of the rat race. You want this for your wife, your husband. You want them to understand. Let me do the work for you. Let me do the work. So just share this with them. Share this with their on your Facebook page, and then more of them, they will be happy for you. So my name is Runika Mira. Every week I'm here. I'm just giving you this show. I'm giving you this show from my heart. I would like you to help me share this message. I would like you to join my community, and I will not spam you. I will use that information, and whatever you tell me, I will use that to get inspired. Tell me your dreams when you join, because once you tell me your dreams, I can focus on delivering value for you. What's your dream? What do you want to do? What do you want to do, and what do you struggle with? How do you want to get out of that rat race, and how can I help you? That was this episode for this week. Thank you very much. I promise you, 45 minutes, but it has become 1 hour, and I'm out. I'm out. Thank you very much. Thank you for the likes, but I enjoy a share more. I keep it under 1 hour, so this is it. Thank you very much. Bye.